Peace, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so let's get ready for another Twin Flame check-in. This is a moment in truth from my Oracle deck, which is called the Moment in Truth, y'all. My name is Ayoka, y'all. For those of you who are new tuned in, don't forget, you guys, everyone's on a different timeline. Take only what you need and leave the rest. These readings definitely are intended to help you to ascend, but yeah, sometimes I will tap into your divine masculine's energy and also the karmic's energy. Okay, so if you are triggered by anything, I do encourage you to face your mirror, because again, this journey that you're on is all about your soul's evolution. Okay, now let me set my intentions before we go through these spiritual streets out here. All right, now thank you, Holy Spirit, thank you, angelic guides, for helping me with this collective twin flame reading. Protect us as we go through these portals. Close the gates to anything not in alignment with the divine's will. Thank you so much for my true guide showing up and showing out, helping me to deliver a message for my twin flames' highest good. And so it is. Okay, so let's see. Thank you. What is the message? You are like home to me. Okay, it's coming from the masculine. Hasn't learned the lesson. Oh, buddy. So your masculine hasn't learned the lesson. So we're going to see what that's about. Your masculine has bad habits, boom. Okay. And we're going to stop there. All right. So, but you already know. You pretty much know about their addictions, bad habits, and things like that. So tell me about you are like home to me. The Empress comes out in the reverse position. Okay. Why is this Empress in the reverse? That's karmic energy coming through already. Why is this Empress in the reverse? So it could have something to do with the baby mother, is what I'm hearing, or mother figure. Okay, tell me about the Empress in reverse. Page of Swords comes out in the reverse position. So your person gets scattered in their thinking, okay, when it comes to this situation. It's familiar, is how I'm hearing it. It's like, you know how it's you know how you have these toxic behaviors and bad habits and patterns and things like that, and that's how I'm seeing it when it comes to the bad habits. It's like they keep repeating the same cycle here, and they're not learning from it. Okay, so they get scattered in their thinking. They don't be direct in their communication. Okay, so show me what else I need to see here. Two of Wands comes out in the reverse, and guess what ends up happening? Whatever plans that they initially had, it ends up failing. They run into the obstacle. It's like they get into this energy where they just don't know, okay? Or they don't know how to handle it. That's how I'm hearing it. It's like they don't know how to handle it. This is an Empress reverse, okay? So most likely this person could be insecure, overbearing in some kind of way, you know, and they like to use manipulation and guilt and all that other stuff to get at these masculines, all right? Yeah, Nine of Wands in the reverse. And so guess what? Your masculine ends up struggling. They end up struggling. They have a hard time staying resilient. They end up breaking. And guess what? They're back in the trap again. Tell me about hasn't learned the lesson. Hasn't learned the lesson. I gotta keep track of my time, y'all, because Nine of Wands again in the reverse position. So whatever it is here, it's like instead of them staying resilient, they end up giving in, and that's just what it is. It's like they don't know how to stand up against this Queen of Pentacles reverse, against this karmic energy. All right, so this person, whoever their karmic is, it could be somebody, like I said, they have children by, it could be a family member, however, mother figure though. So what ends up happening is, because this person is very self-absorbed, they could be very insecure. It's like they use these tactics to try to get at the masculine. Okay, They do things basically for their own personal gain. And when it comes down to it, it ends up working. All right. But it's because of your masculine's bad habits. It's because of their codependencies. Okay. Here with the death card coming out. You understand? So it's like, instead of them letting go, yep, Four of Wands comes out in the reverse. Instead of them letting go of the situation, it ends up creating some type of upheaval, confusions, and things like that. And what I'm seeing is like the masculine really doesn't feel supported, but this karmic energy will make it seem like they're not being supported. Like, it's almost as if the masculine is not doing enough. Okay. And because the masculines haven't fully gone through that transformation, they are evolving from these habits, or they may start the process again, then boom, they right back in the trap again. Okay. So not fully going through their healing process. Tell me more about these bad habits here. Wow. Look, and I seen the Queen of Swords. It's like she's in a reverse position. So it's like, again, it's like whatever is happening, the karmic energy ends up dominating the situation through the manipulation, through the reckless talking, right? Through the being overly emotional, things like that. Tell me more about this karmic energy. Tell me about this karmic energy towards the masculine. The World card comes in the reverse. So they have serious self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so they're in a negative, toxic mindset on top of that. Okay, so again, instead of them moving forward here, guess what ends up happening? They keep repeating the same habits and patterns themselves. They're not learning either. Tell me about the masculine's energy towards these karmics. Contract card comes out. Okay, it's like they just keep trying to balance the scales. That's how I'm seeing. It's like they keep trying to bring some type of harmony or balance here in the connection. It's like they try to make a decision that's going to be fair, right? Something that's going to be just, because of boom, the storm warning, right? Because of whatever storm that they could be going through with these karmic energies. So it's like, in their mind, it's like, let me just put the blindfold on to the bullshit and try to make this be, try to just balance it out, right? Because they don't want to deal with the storm. They don't want to deal with the arguments, whatever, the upheavals. But in reality, the storm has come to clear the path, right? To close out the cycle. But boom, they end up falling back and repeating the cycle and the pattern all over again. Okay, so wow, y'all, just wow. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, so let me just see something real quick if I can find these cards. Yep, here they go. Whew, buddy, y'all, just woosah. Like I said, if you're triggered by anything, 818 on the timer, just face your mirror. Remember, you're going to stay in the expansion mode. Your mind is going to always be on growing and evolving, because this journey literally is about your soul's evolution. Okay, so tell me what I need to see here for. Karmic cycles are now coming to a close. Okay, so allow all parties to absorb the necessary lessons for growth. And that's what's happening. So if they haven't learned the lesson, then guess what ends up happening? They got to take this time now to absorb those necessary lessons so that they can learn from it. They will. That's basically how I'm hearing it. They will learn from it. They will see their mistakes. They will see the repercussion of this, right? Because again, it's the law of cause and effect that takes place. Okay, there's always an effect to everything that's done, right? Especially if it's an injustice, right? But your twin flame is now beginning to connect the dots back to you. So it's like they know who you are. What you're supposed to do is learn to provide your own happiness rather than relying on your twin flame to fulfill you. All right. Remember, this is your journey. Okay. This is about your soul's evolution. As long as you're closing out your cycles and you are forever expanding and walking in your purpose, you're good. Right. And so this is what they're telling you. Take your talents to the next level, because your dream job can become your main source of income. So right now, what you're focusing on is being the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You're focusing on your goals, balancing yourself out where you can have that abundance. You can run your businesses, you can work, whatever, right? And take care of your family, but you're a healthy balance. So right now, Focus on you. That's the next step. Okay.